Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. If you're new to the channel, I'm Nick and I've been a top hodler on TradingView for many years, as well as being one of the only traders with a fully verified MyFXBook third-party track record. So if you want to elevate your trading, you're definitely in the right place. So subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So take a second, pause the video, read the disclaimer, and I will see you on the charts. In this video, I'll speak about GBPUSD. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I'll give you the technical aspect for this market, then I'll move to the commitment of traders analysis to see what institutions in the market are doing and how they're moving and shifting their orders, and then I'll put together these two different types of analysis. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is rejecting to the upside a quite strong historical monthly demand and support zone. In fact, from here, all these previous rejections to the upside were created. So multiple times, institutions stepped in at this level and started adding a massive amount of longs. And that is exactly what happened once more with this last test to the upside and rejection to the upside, fueled by strong institutional buying. And that is something that we will speak about in just a few moments when we move to the commitment of traders analysis. But for now, let's keep in mind that we just got this massive rejection to the upside, and that in all this period, there is only one time that the market managed to break below that zone, which was right here, but anyway, ended up being a fake breakout because we saw it break out to the downside, immediately break back above, and the market continued respecting this level as support and demand. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Now, from a weekly standpoint, the situation is very clear. We can notice a very clean price action here on the weekly time frame in all this period, with the market respecting structure quite accurately. We can see how we went from the creation of weekly lower lows and lower highs, so clearly a downtrend, to then the creation of weekly higher highs and higher lows, so clearly an uptrend. Then we had again lower lows and lower highs. However, here is where we had the inversion from a bearish trend to a bullish trend, because what we had was the creation of a double bottom, exactly this zone, and then the market broke out to the upside, creating a new higher high, so breaking above this previous high. Therefore, in a situation like this, of course, what you have is the possibility of seeing more bullish price action being created. However, what is also important to keep in mind is that in creating this push higher, the market has created a bearish pattern here on the weekly time frame, which is this W formation. Now, after the creation of a W, what you would expect is a rejection lower and completion of the W formation at the neckline before then seeing the continuation higher. So there is a good probability of seeing first a correction and then from here the continuation to the upside. Let's keep in mind that in the short term, there is good probability of seeing some potential short-term bearish price action before the continuation higher. Just a quick interruption, let me know in the comments below if you have any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos, because I'm always open to suggestions. Let's keep that in mind and drop down on the daily time frame. Now, from a daily perspective, just a few days ago, when the market was at this level, I explained all the reasons for which from here I was expecting the continuation to the upside. In fact, I explained why I wanted to see the impulse, correction to this level, and continuation to the upside, which is in fact exactly what the market did. Then again, from here, I made a full breakdown explaining all the reasons for which I wanted to see first the correction, and then from here, the continuation to the upside. And again, that is exactly what the market is currently doing. And by the way, I will link in description these two previous analyses so you can go and check them out for more free education. But at the moment, what do we have? Well, before we dig deeper into what we have here from a technical standpoint, first, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders. So what the big players in the market are doing. Now, first of all, what we have to notice is that in the long run, during all this massive push to the upside on the monthly time frame, rejecting this level, of course, we were seeing strong institutional buying. Now, after that steam started to kind of be lost with the start of all these corrections, net positions started to be decreased once again. Right now, it seems like we're starting to have a peak of negative net positions. So this means that there has been a rotation back to the bearish side from the institutional side of the market. We can see, in fact, how shorts are getting increased, going from the 86K that we had here all the way up to now 133K. And most importantly, we went from a positive net positioning, so plus 51K net positions, meaning that we had more longs than shorts, to now seeing the complete opposite. So a negative net positioning of minus 81K net positions with 133K shorts compared to only 52K longs. Now, this means that institutions are positioning themselves to the bearish side of GBPUSD, therefore expecting a drop in price. What we can also notice is that if we're looking at the data for the GBP, we're actually already looking at the GBPUSD because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. So this is already the data for GBPUSD. So let's keep in mind that institutions went from a positive to a negative net positioning with now more shorts than longs, and let's move back to the chart. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find linked in description, so you never miss new updates. Now, back to the analysis. So in a situation like this, what do we have? Well, here on the monthly, we have noticed already a strong impulse followed by a correction. Now, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg. This shows us how the correction is now to the zone in between the 0.32 and 50% retracements, and now we're getting the continuation higher. So dropping down here again on the daily time frame, what can we notice? We can notice that on the monthly, we are starting to see that push higher. On the weekly, we have already noticed that we have this W formation. And here on the daily time frame, what we can notice is that we're now seeing a 5 waves pattern. This is something a bit more advanced. It kind of ties a bit more into the Elliott wave theory. Usually when we're seeing 5 new pushes to the upside, essentially at some point you will see the drop, which could very well be the case because we have one, two, three, 4. If we get it in overextension, potentially also triggering all the stop losses that are above this zone, because for sure, this is a strong supply and resistance zone. A lot of people will have their stop losses above this zone. There's a good probability that what we could see in this case is a bit of an extension higher, triggering all those stop losses, and then we get a nice completion of this W formation that we have here on the weekly time frame, as we have just noticed. So in a situation like this, what would I expect? Well, all of this can be a strong area inside of which institutions continue to add shorts, because already we have noticed that they were adding shorts. So in a situation like this, as usual, what would I do? Well, as my students know very well, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bullish to a bearish market, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection lower for the market to go and complete that weekly W formation at the neckline and to see even more institutional shorting, since already we have noticed that they are shorting. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, everything that you see me share here on YouTube is just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you head over to my website, which you find linked in description. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the best mentorship program in the world. You can get all my courses ranging from the very basics of charting all the way to the more advanced topics. You also have the possibility to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notification integrations, one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, the COT data software, which is the software that you often see me use in my analysis, and you also have the possibility to gain access to the entertaining live trading show. So essentially a live stream of all my trades as they're happening live every day. So my entries, exits, how I manage the positions, all streamed live every single day. essentially in this Telegram channel, which is obviously private just for members. You also have the possibility to gain access to all my EAs. So essentially all my strategies, which you can then customize to your own preference. And here you see breakdowns of each and every one of my strategies, including a 10-year historical backtest of the strategy on high quality tick data. So essentially backtested on live charts. So basically, I would suggest that you go and check these ones out. And if you continue to scroll down past the testimonials, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So I really suggest to at least go and check it out. The link is in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really helps with the creation of new free analysis and education, and I will see you in my next video.